What's going on, guys? Got a good one for you today. We're going to talk about one of the most overlooked marketing strategies when it comes to growing your Go High Level SaaS. Talking to my man, Sean Greenway, founder of LeadDragon.io. He's one of the SaaSpreneur Gold Award winners, and he's used this strategy to absolutely crush his growth, literally to over 100 subscribers in like 9 months. So super crazy. I'm not sure why more people aren't doing this. So definitely watch the video in its entirety because he shares some real key secrets of really how not to screw this up about halfway through. So first, if you don't know who I am, my name's Adam Lucky. I've been running a marketing agency for the last 5 years. Before that, ran a gym for 9 years. I make content like this to really help you, marketing agency owners, crush it in their business without having to sacrifice your life. Okay, I'm not all about the hustle. I'm really about building a business that can provide you freedom. You know, I'm a dad. I need freedom. I need freedom so I can be with my kids. And that's how I've been able to build my agency, where it only requires me a few hours a week, and I'm still able to bring in a good $30K a month as of now. So if you want to get more content like that, just hit the good old like and subscribe button. Let's get into the video.
This is the part of communication I want to share with you today about the affiliate side, okay? So anybody that's watching this that's in the high level community, we're here because of their affiliate program, right? We found somebody that talked about it, or they were doing some kind of ad or offer. So what high level does theirself and teaches is like, make your offers, sell the stuff, become an affiliate, you get your commissions, 40% commission, whatever it is, so on and so forth. So all we did we started in 2019 with high level, but it was 2021 when they started the SaaS mode. And we just said, we're going to dive in. We got going within the first couple of clients. Specifically, I had a guy that we signed up. He was from Philadelphia. And over the course of about a week and a half, 2 weeks, he called me 2 or 3 times and said, "Hey, I got somebody I want you to talk to. I think they'll be interested in this." So after about the third one, I was like, ding, thought maybe I should start an affiliate program. So we got hooked up with First Promoter. Of course, now it looks like High Level is getting really good with their affiliate manager. So maybe a good option to use that, hopefully by the end of the year, save some money. So got First Promoter, shared the affiliate links to a couple of people. And then for about a 7 or 8 month span, I want to say I was averaging 2 Zoom calls a week. When I say Zoom calls, webinars, let's call it, with my affiliates. So let's just say I had in the beginning 5 affiliates. And what I would do is I got with them and said, "Hey, look, go schedule a webinar so I can come on and I will basically, sell our high level to them. They sign up, you get the commissions for it each and every month." So they're like, "Bet, let's go." So they would schedule out, within their communities. And, sometimes there would be, 15, 20. There was a couple of times there were over 100 people, on some of these webinars, depending on, the influencer and their distribution channels and whatever. But here's the thing. It's about the one to many. And that's kind of how I want to bridge this together.
Yeah.
The affiliate play, if you use it as the one to many, is a good play. If you're just doing the affiliate thing just for the sake of like, here's links, that's not going to get you too far, right? We all know that, because you could go give people 1,000 affiliate links of your white label SaaS, and if they don't do anything with it, what do you got, right? So it's very important to, in exchange, kind of like that reciprocity is like, "Hey, look at them. I'm going to give you our affiliate link to our white label, high level here. In return, I'm going to help you get sales. Like, I want to, nothing would make me happier, Adam, is for me to have to stroke you, so to speak, a Lamborghini check every month, right, or a house payment every month to you. And the way we do that is you go tell everybody what you're using. If they're interested in finding out the information on that, yada, yada, sign up here and be on our webinar or Zoom. And it's best to do in the evening time because everybody's, working and stuff. So set it up for like 7:30 or 8 o'clock, whatever that is. Have all the people in their distribution channel come to that. they're on there edifying you, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're and then you can kind of bounce back and forth with them. Like if I was doing it for you, I'd be like, Adam, are you getting great results using, this tool? And you'd be like, oh yeah. And then we can show things. So it makes it just so much easier. And the beauty of it though is the one to many. And as I'm saying this, Adam, I'm preaching back to me because I've got to get back to that again because we went for so long doing that, and then I just dropped off. So even with our white label SaaS now and our other company Formwise, as I say this, I'm telling myself in my mind is like, you got to start doing this again. So but you're going to hear a lot of people in the community that talk about that one to many. That is so true, man. Like obviously anybody, and it doesn't matter if you have time too. Like if you've got time to take 5 to 10 demos or discovery calls a day, great, go for it. You really need to go through 100 of those to know what you're doing anyway. So if you're just starting, do them, but also incorporate a one-to-many strategy. So whether it's Adam or anybody else listening, decide, because you need to decide, you can figure out the rest later, decide to set up an affiliate program. And it's pretty simple. Like I'm not a technical guy, but I figured it out on First Promoter. You go in, set up your First Promoter account. You can pick the bottom tier. They may even have a free one to start. It goes up to so many. And then just go through the process. It's going to allow you to create a link to just the basic version. Create a link to your website, right? That will then track when somebody goes to check out, right? So that's basically how it does it. It's going to, I don't know if it's a cookie or whatever they call them, spiders or whatever.
Yeah, it tracks it.
Tracking. You can probably explain it better, but like if Adam went on to our site today and checked out one of our 297 levels, then whoever the affiliate that he went through would get a percentage of that, in the coming months, right? Every single month. Now, the next question I know you're going to ask me, I'll just go ahead and say it out there, is what's the percentage to pay out?
Right, the percentage of payouts, yeah. And it's recurring, right? You do recurring?
You can do it whatever way you want. But I'll tell you from the best. I'll never forget this call. I had a call with Sean Clark probably 2 years ago, and I asked him, is it okay if we just did, a certain amount, like either like one time or 1 year, like 12 months, or should it recur forever? And he was just pretty blunt about it. He's like, why not just keep paying them? Because once he told me that, I was thinking, you know what? And this is facts, Adam, is that if you're paying somebody, let's just say a couple $100 a month, right? Through an affiliate thing because they sent somebody to you or a couple people to you. And even if that person drops off as a client of yours, but you're still paying them because they're recurring, that's goodwill, first of all, because you're a man of your word. Do you think that person would pick up your phone call when you call them if you wanted to talk to them or ask for a favor or, hey, can I get you on a podcast? Think about that. That's the goal right there is that. And I told Javier this a couple of years ago about why it'll be continual. I was like, is that your partner? This guy, let's just say his name is Nate. Nate in Philadelphia. He's a big real estate guy, multimillionaire, just always busy. And at the time they were getting, I was paying them hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month for affiliate. Anytime I text or called, they call right back. So
nice.
So think about that angle as a part of it. So set up your affiliate program. As far as percentage goes, that depends on your numbers. Like,
so you're doing like a 500 a month, like a 497, because we're talking about SaaS mostly, right? For affiliates. So
sure. So SaaS. So
what are you thinking?
And remember, you could have different levels. Like, do you just have one level, or do you have a couple levels?
Now, so yeah, that's another question I was going to ask you. Like, what would you suggest for like a 497 plan, or like, let's say you're doing a service, 1,500 a month? Do you feel like affiliate would work well for that as well? Do you have like a lower plan for
Yeah,
that?
you can, like I said, it all depends on your business. Like for us, I'll just tell you straight up transparency. We only have the affiliate commission for the regular paid tiers. I think right now we got a
Right.
297 and a 497.
Mm-hmm.
We also have a bigger tier, growth plans. Growth plans, like you said, the service ones, SWAS
Mm-hmm.
ones. Those are such a variable. Like I don't even know what I'm going to price them until I get them on the phone. It could be
Right.
1,500 a month. Could be we got some at 5,000 a month.
Mm.
Um, we're not healthy enough money wise, my opinion, to say, hey, I want to give them a percentage of that too if they come through like that.
Yeah.
Because for one, if somebody books a call, right, and then I talk to them, and then I send them an invoice for the 1,500, I'm not going to know that it was that other person anyway.
Right.
So to keep it
Right. Right.
simple, like anybody to not overthink it, just pay it for now on your regular plans. If
Yeah.
you want to pay off of your bigger plans, that's fine. So to do that, like you could play the high level route and do the 40%.
Mm-hmm.
For all, that's just too big of a number to eat.
Yeah.
25% is very healthy for sure.
Yeah.
Um, but I'll be honest, we do 15%. I'm just being transparent. 15% is still good. I mean, 15% on $500. What is that? Is that $75 if I do my math?
I know
Something like that.
I'm so terrible at doing
Do
math.
the you got the calc out? Let's do the math real quick.
Oh yeah, 75, about $75 a month.
Nobody's gonna
Yeah, it's
complain about
recurring, man.
that.
To get paid that for life. Yeah, ain't nobody. Yeah, I think
And
that's
then
solid.
and think about this for anybody is like, and my goal when I talk to somebody that wants to get an affiliate link like that is like, now, just think if you got 10 of those, that's $750 a month.
Yeah.
You pay in for your software, that knocks 500, and then you're making you're arbitraging $250 a month.
Yeah.
And then that other 250 can help them pay for their tax calls, whatever, but they're still making money. So they're relatively,
Yeah.
they have a free account. So that is really the kind of the last thing to kind of cover this is that if you're talking to these people, you want to let them know, say, hey, would you like to talk about a way that I can show you how to have your software for free?
Mm.
And it's really
That's a good
just that
hook.
play,
Yeah.
like ever how many it takes at 75, to cover it. So how many would that be? Probably 6 or 7-ish or whatever. So you tell them to go. Say, look, your goal is to get 10 people, share the love to say, look, I'm using XYZ tool here.
Mm-hmm.
You should too. And here's why. They get on 10 people. You've covered your cost and you're making money.
Mm.
Now you got free software and you got a little cash flow, side hustle.
Yeah. So that's the good hook, like to be consistent. It's almost like asking for referrals, right? It's like you have to be intentional. Like,
Mhm.
do you put like that in the onboarding process? Does that work for? Does affiliates? Does like everybody excited about that, or are there like the influencer people are usually the
No,
most?
it's anybody. And so depending on if you do your discovery calls, demo calls yourself, or even if you got a salesperson to do it, me personally, it's important, I think, to when you're in that discovery or demo call to mention that, oh, I forgot to mention, Adam, that we do have an affiliate program. So once, and I kind of encourage like influence that they're going to be joining. It's like once you get into our system and join our system and start using it, if you share the love, with colleagues or people in your industry or friends, family, whoever, make posts or whatever out there, we can get you paid and say, look, we've got a lot of people that their software is free because they've got enough people that they've referred in through a link. We'll provide you with a special link and tell, Susie or Joe, use that link. It gets you counted and there you go. So that's a great angle to put it in their mind in the beginning, because then they start, because if they start thinking, whew, 297 or 497, but if they start thinking, yeah, I know Joe and Susie and Katie would love this. if the three of them got it, that's going to already start paying for a lot of my costs, so on and so forth. So you can put that into their head. Same as your, if you do a webinar or Zoom with some of those people. Not everybody's going to do that, because you're going to have regular, mom and pop shops downtown.
Yeah.
They ain't interested in getting 20 people on a webinar, but you'll have people in different industries. You might come across somebody in the insurance industry, or credit repair, or this or that, and they'd be like, "Oh man, I'm in a group of like 1,000 people from my industry. Can we do a webinar?" Absolutely, we can. Anytime, Adam, that we or you or anybody can get on a Zoom with more than one person, you're already leveraging your time. That goes back to the original part of the call that Myron, is that you got the fulfillment stage, and then there's a management stage, communication stage, and then imagination and money. So really, you're already going up halfway up that tier by getting into the one to many, to be able to speak to more than one person. Yeah. That's leverage, right? I would rather, like there again, I'm preaching to myself again. I would rather get on a Zoom and give all of my energy, because it takes a lot sometimes, even doing calls and videos like this, everything, and give all my energy to 20 people than to one, and then have to do it over and over and try to regain that energy again and to do it again. It's tough. It's tough.
It's a grind.
Yeah. And I know you do it and we do it, and you need to go through those things in the beginning to learn. So that being said, the last part of it is now, even with our other company, Formwise.ai, kind of the same thing. Out the gate, because we already knew, we started the affiliate program as soon as we started. I mean, we've got, I don't mind telling you, we've got almost 500 affiliates that are sharing their affiliate links.
Got the affiliate army, man.
Yeah. Now, I say that, though, it's not like every one of them are making sales, because there again, you can go collect all the affiliate links you want to from any business you want to. If there's nobody going to that link, it's no good. So if you do start the affiliate program, like I said, encourage them to schedule with you a Zoom with their people, on any given night, or even if it's during the day, if it's an industry that you can do it at 12, 1 o'clock. But schedule those calls, those Zoom calls and webinars. Do the one-to-many. I promise you, each affiliate, if you do that, they're going to get sales, which ultimately is your sales. Like, we literally went, I told you, from 0 to over 100 accounts in probably like a 9-month.
That's for Lead Dragon, or is that for Formwise?
Yeah, Lead Dragon, and that was, and there's no way we could have done that without doing an affiliate play, and then me being on those, averaging two nights a week on those long 2-hour Zoom calls. But I was excited to be on them, because when you get on, you got a lot of people on there. Like, awesome. If 3 people out of those 20 sign up, we're good. Every time I get on, I look at the numbers, like, if 5% of these people, or even 2%, we're good. And then, because you've getting new people in from theirs while I'm on the call too, I would tell them that, look, you get in, you're going to have the ability to do this same thing. I can do webinars with you to help you get people. That way, you're going to eventually cover your cost to this software. And then it's just a snowball effect, bro. It's fun when you get that momentum going, right? Yeah. And I know that you do a lot of the affiliate side for high level, right? So, same, if you put that energy too over into what we just talked about today, man, I think you could just, if you got your white label one, you could really, anybody that's listening to this could potentially double, if not triple, their clients within 3 to 6 months, if they put in that time and put themselves out there. You got to, like, it can be uncomfortable for some people. And I don't always love it, but you got to be able to want to put yourself on camera, get in those webinars, because those people have got what you need. They're the ones, they've got your money. You remember Grant Cardone says, who's got my money?
Who's got my money?
They got your money.
I always remember that, dude. I always remember that from Gramley. That's a good one, though. It's a good thing to remember.
Yeah. So I want to ask you then, on your side, I know you do the high level affiliate play. Have you done any of the other affiliate stuff for like what we're talking about on the white label side to try to promote that out?
On the white label, that's something I have not. So here's the mistake I've made. It's just like I haven't focused on it. And I feel like if you're going to do affiliate, like you need to make it a primary energy, like your energy needs to go into that as a strategy. Because for me, it's like, all right, well, anybody that signs up, maybe refer a couple people, and it just becomes like a psychological thing. I'm like, why am I paying this dude? Because I have like a couple people. I'm like, he probably would have referred regardless if I had an affiliate program. So I never really made it a primary strategy, so that my strategy was always like paid ads, to acquire clients. And we've always had more of a higher, not always, but now we focus more on higher service, higher retainer ticket items instead of the SaaS right now. But so I would say for people that are just starting out, though, it's like they got to do the one-to-one to learn the skills of sales, right? But transitioning to one-to-many, that was something I started focusing on a year ago. I mean, the YouTube channel, right? They start thinking along those lines of like leverage. How can I leverage?
Yep.
YouTube is a one-to-many channel. Webinars, right?
And then what really all that is cloning. You're cloning yourself to many when you do the videos, YouTube, webinars. I think I did a reel on that the other week, is that if you do a video, just like we're recording this right now, this may live on YouTube or wherever you're going to put it for the rest of our lives, like literally depending on how they do and scrape things. Somebody could see this video 10 years from now, right?
Yeah.
It may still have some relevancy, as they would say. I guess that's the word. Yeah, relevancy, even in 10 years, what we're talking about, because we're talking about things that are been around forever, like the Myron's levels he's talking about affiliate. These things are going to be a play for a long time. It's important to do them, though. Like you just said, it's important to get your sales and whatever going through the calls. But like I would argue that if someone started today, if they said, should I wait to do one-to-many? I would say, no, do not wait. That is your 10x is easier than 2x right away, right? If I could talk to 20 people on one call every day for the next
100%.
For the next year versus 5 people a day, because you got to do different one and you're going to lose all that energy and everything else for a year. I'm going to bet on the 20 at one time. And there again, I'm preaching to myself again. I'm coming up with ideas. I've even considered, let me write it down, group demo calls. Let me write that down. Group demo calls.
Yeah, that's a good one, man. I dabbled with that for a little bit. For me, I didn't have my presentation skills down, so that's why I go back to like Expert Secrets. The book is just whenever you're going one-to-many, like that was my initial entry into one-to-many of like how to communicate the message, to make sure you're not just giving tactics, but you're selling the strategy. You're selling, you're using the Epiphany Bridge script where you're telling how you came up with this, and then like really getting people communicating in such a way that causes people to want to buy. Because it's definitely a skill.
What you just said, and based on what I was writing down, I'm thinking of like trying a group demo call situation. So when they're looking at the calendar on whatever website, they have the option to pick their time, and they may not necessarily know. You don't. Somebody told me one time, I think it was, don't tell them it's a group demo call, right? Just do that, not to deceive them either, but they book the call, right? And then after that, I think what might be cool is have a small version of like a VSL, like just a video explaining
Yeah.
more about what's going to be covered on the call, and then kind of preparing them what's going to happen on the call. And then that way, by the time, 80% of them get there, they'll already know what's going to be looked at. Because really, when somebody books a call, in my opinion, a demo call, they're already sold. It's just up to you to connect the dots because, they're reaching out because they got a problem, right? So not overthinking everything would be where I feel like, in my opinion, that this, that it would be easier for you as the salesperson to cover the solution side if you had more people on the call than having one person on the call, because I feel like sometimes it's just natural. We just want to throw up and show them everything. And I saw a post from Rob Bailey last night that really hit me, and you might have saw it. Let me pull it back up here real quick. It was something like he's talking about quit worrying about the features. Sell a solution. Have where there's one to three things, right? Now that we've got these AI chatbots, you can talk about missed call text back, and then like one other thing. That's it. That's what Frank was covering. I got my notes here. Frank was covering what they do. They just the one thing, the AI bot. They talk about the live chat bot for the website. Yeah. They get them on the call. I think he does it for $4.99. They kind of go through the thing of kind of qualifying them, because if they're already getting leads, they qualify for it. If they're not really getting leads, they're a startup. No, and it gives them kind of a downgrade if they want to join. So it's really important that we think about these things to not oversell. So the last thing I wanted to say, you said this in the beginning, and I heard this or saw this on a newsletter from Matt DeCino. I don't know if he's come up with this saying or if he was sharing it. He said the long play is the shortcut, because you were talking about the long play earlier. He said the long play is the shortcut. And that hit me in the gut. I had to sit back and really think about that. It's like, there's a lot of little things sometimes we want to chase because, let's get this. That is important. Sure. To take those apples in front of us, because we got to pay the bills. You got to get your cash flow going. But man, that long play, like you're doing with your videos, all the things that you're doing, it will become the shortcut, because as you plant those seeds and those trees come up and produce that fruit, you're only a few months away from seeing the apples fall in your basket.
Dude, it's not even long, right? Because it's like the long play, all of a sudden a year goes by. Like that's what I'm just realizing more and more. It's like, damn, if I just focus on, and that's why I love that book, 10x is easier than 2x, because it really causes you to focus on the important, not the urgent. And that's the season I've been in. It's just like, but it's hard because it's like all the urgent stuff's trying to call for your attention. You have to make a conscious decision of like, no, I'm going to focus on these activities, these few activities, one to many content. That is really what's going to move the needle forward. Because it's like, we got like 30 weeks left in the year. It's like the long play.
Oh man, don't even remind me that.
It's really not even that long.
Yeah, I know. It is crazy, but you're right. It's like he talks about in that book, focus on that 20% and try to not to go with 80%. But that it comes back to those other books, Who Not How. Just like we hired our first VA ever about 3 months ago. Best move we've ever made. We're already in plans to try to get another VA probably within this next month, taking care of the who's, right?
Yeah.
And then so that's kind of the 80% part. Javier's done a really incredible job with kind of learning to delegate to that VA to take that stuff off of them. So we're now back kind of like in a full circle, if you will, to what we're talking about today. And I've got it on my notes here. I'm not even joking. I've got to implement more of the one-to-many. Possible group demos, maybe like a video. As soon as they sign up for the demo, they get a video to watch, maybe even a questionnaire, because that's kind of what Frank does a little bit to kind of weed them out.
Yeah.
And then when they get on, they're going to be serious or they're not. And then at least you took care of, I'm thinking if I do that, like have maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, a certain time of the day, whether it be 11 o'clock or 1 o'clock, group demos.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if you got 1 on, 2 on, or, 8 on. You're at least doing the process. So
Yep.
I think we're going to shoot
Getting
for
better
that.
at communicating. Yeah, getting better at communicating, that whole one-to-many skill that'll serve you for the rest of your life. That was my thought process too. It's just how do you drive traffic to that, right? And that's where
Yeah.
you gotta be able to get traffic to those group demo calls, which is there's lots of different ways to do that, but just to recap,
I think the affiliate side, Adam, is the quickest way to get to the one-to-many ones. So anybody that's listening right now, even if you've got 5 people or 10 people in your white label SaaS right now, maybe you got more, but if you've only got 5 or 10 or just a few, it's worth it to reach out to those people and say, hey, look, I wanted to share something with you. It's like, I wanted to share with you a way that you make it cover your cost. So this is free for you. And in the meantime, also you would be able to possibly make some money off of this. So, and then tell them why and how, like, you're going to get them to set up a webinar for their distribution channel. Because I'm telling you, I guarantee people that might see this video, some people are working with possible insurance agents, real estate agents, industries that may have Facebook communities, right? Because if they're in a Facebook community with insurance agents, real estate agents, or any industry, it doesn't matter what it is. I guarantee you, if they kind of share the wins, like, oh man, I'm been doing great this month. I found a great new tool that's helped me, whittle things down, scale up, people are going to want to know. And then the next thing you know, that person can say, look, I can get Adam on a call this Thursday night at 8 o'clock. Anybody that's interested, and he can kind of show you what I use. And then there you go. Then it's just off to the races. We've done it. You can literally go from 0 to 100, in just several months if you put the affiliate play into progress along with the one-to-many, because you can't just give links out, right? So that's my take on it.
I love it, man. Just to recap, so combining the obviously affiliate, that's why I want to hop on this call, because they can literally make or break your business, man. Like you find one person that has an audience, you can blow it up. It's just got to be willing to ask. So getting the strategy of asking your current network, current clients, all right, and then combining trying to get them on a webinar, okay, which don't be afraid of, well, webinar sounds so complex. Like, you can do it. Just don't be afraid. Just get in there and give them a demo, right? What else about affiliate, man? Are we missing anything else? Like, really?
No, I think we covered it. And there again, like on the webinars, and I continually have to get better and better at this, because it's too easy to want to show features, because I feel like everybody at the core, feels like they need to sell, and they don't.
Sure.
And listening to Frank, it reconfirmed you don't. Rob Bailey talks about it. All the big guys talk about it. It's like, really, you just getting them on there and then just talking about the solution, right?
Yeah.
If they're going to get on there anyway, they're interested by getting on there. So just go through, the solutions of, like, are you getting leads? If so, let's make sure that those leads are being communicated with. And then just like Frank's talking about, just talk about the AI live chat and maybe the Google chat, because anybody that doesn't know, you can hook the chat stuff to website widget for live chat. You can hook it to Google Chat, Facebook Messenger, the DMs, and then also too, you've got the automatic comment replies on the social now. So if you just hit those,
that's crazy.
You don't have to get into talking about database reactivation or ads or anything else. Those things can come. The last thing I'll give you then is straight from the mastermind is what Frank talked about. Get them in first, talking about the AI live chat.
Mm-hmm.
Once once you get through a month and see some action going on, they're happy with it, whatever, then you can have a call month 2 and say, hey, what about this? Then you can add the things in
There
there.
you go.
Not necessarily talking about adding things like even to charge them more, but like bring in, because I forgot to tell you this too. He cuts off a lot of things within there too, where they can't see it.
That makes sense.
Now,
Just keep it simple.
yeah, there's guys in the community that have those theme builder things that can allow you to remove stuff. Like I think it was at Tom Bristol, the marketer kit, the
Just
DHL
removes all the
marketer
other
kit.
features.
Yeah. So think about that. If you shut everything else off and all they got's the conversation area and maybe the calendar area or whatever it is you need, then they can't get confused.
Yeah.
They're in there like, oh my God, this is awesome, the live chat. And then month number 2, you're talking to them. And then maybe then you talk about the possibility of incorporating emails and text so that you can do database reactivation. Because remember, when you get somebody in today, like if somebody signs up today on your white label and they want to do text, you got to get A2P certified. There's a lot of stuff that goes on that you can't really get started with stuff probably for about a week. That sucks.
Yeah.
But live chat, even though you got to get them set up for that for in a day or 2, but there's no phone number needed. So you could literally charge, whatever, $297, $497 and have them using the live chat within a couple of days, and there's no phone needed. And there's none of that bull crap of, oh God, we're going to get shut down, this, that, and the other. So
and he goes broad too, right? He's not niche down. He's not niche down in that his AI business, right?
I don't think so. He didn't talk about the niche down, but that's a good point though. Is like you don't need to be niche down when you do that. But I personally think like if we started over, one of the most important things for us would be to try to figure out the niche. But here's the thing. AI bots for what we're talking about, especially like booking and non-booking. If you're just starting out and you're listening to this, if nothing else, you don't have to pick a certain niche. Maybe pick a certain area of industries, service industries. Service industries, that the bot thing is going to be good. So whether that be HVAC, what's the other ones? Plumbers, maybe roofers.
Yeah, roofers.
We can go down the line, probably 5 or 6 good ones. So if you just did the service-based industries, because, dude, I'm seeing the ads. There's some good freaking ads out there for people that are doing the bot things for the service industries. And it's really compelling. It's like, if you could just do those offers and get them in at either $297, $497, just for the bot side, you're good. And then
it's been making me want to do that because I've been thinking about that because I've been focused on the dental niche and I'm just like, man, I need someone that can just execute all of my ideas because I want to do the AI chatbot, dude. I want to start that, dude.
Bro, that's the 10x 2x dilemma right? That we can do another call on if you want to. Is like that 20% of what we want to do is hard to do because we're still having to worry about the 80. So my advice to you, my friend, is depending on your flow right now, cash flow, you're 1 or 2 VAs away from doing whatever you need.
Because I have VAs, but it's like,
how many VAs you got? If you don't mind sharing on.
I have a media buyer. Yeah, I have a media buyer VA. She handles all of our client ads. She's been with me for years, so that's all she does. She crushes it. Because we mostly are Facebook ads agency, and then we just do SaaS on the back end now. For a year and a half, we focused purely on SaaS, but shifted away from that, more on lead generation to dentists and for Invisalign. And then I have another VA that's more general, that just whatever I need her to do, mostly billing, subscription stuff, scraping. But like someone to do like set up a landing page real quick, like that would be probably
you need an admin type girl. Look, I'll tell you this before we go. We've got one girl. She's awesome. We got her through Level 9 Virtual, Joe Rare's company.
Oh yeah,
she is incredible. She can basically do anything, really. So she's kind of more of like the do everything type of one. Yeah. Javier may have her building a website or landing page any given day. Next day, she's working on building out a workflow. whatever you need, she's doing. She goes through our Monday project board, anything and everything. So it sounds like you might need an overall admin one and can put those ideas into place. Because me and Hobby, just like you, we have these ideas all the time. Like we're meeting literally Friday.
Yeah.
To go deep, here's my list on the bot, because we've already been doing the bots. We use one of the third-party guys. I'll just tell people we've been using Zappy Chat for a while.
Yeah, I use Zappy Chat as well,
and it's awesome.
I love it.
But let me just tell you something, bro. GHL's conversational bot now. Yeah. Look, I'm not a techie guy, but I was like, you know what? Hobby and everybody's over my head with this tech stuff, and it takes me forever. Like Adam, what you could do in 10, 15 minutes on working on something in the computer, depending on what it is, could literally take me all day to do if I had no even if I had no distractions, because the way my mind works. Because I'm more of like, strategy, communication, visionary, whatever. When I get into the details, I can become too of a perfectionist, and then that slows me down. But I'll say this: I was like, this was one night. I was like, screw it. I went down into the high level backside for conversational AI. Go to your settings, conversational AI. Had 3 little sections. Like, that don't look too bad. I figured it out. It's like they've already got kind of a prompt in there. You can tell it to scrape a website. I scraped Lead Dragon.
Okay.
And it asked if we want to do all pages. Yeah. And it did all the pages. You go over there and set it different things. I'm like, I got it like 80% right.
Dude, that's sick.
I couldn't do that with Zappy. Like, I don't even know where to go to log into Zappy.
Yeah,
because I'm not that guy. So now think about that. Now, Friday, I'm going to meet with Javier, Candy, and Ollie, and I'm going to show them what I've already seen and learned. Yeah. They're going to come in with their freaking Navy SEAL skills and go, oh, they'll be like, hold my beer, watch this. And they're going to be able to get the right prompt. So we've already got a list of clients that we're going to go ahead and incorporate the live chat bot on, and then we're just going to blow it out from there. And then we're going to, I'm going to do the ads. So go play with it. After you get through with you get through with your family, go into high level, go to into your whatever your sub account.
Yeah.
Go to settings, click on conversational AI, and go look at how to start the bot thing.
Because if it can replace Zappy, I mean, I'm all for cutting expenses. Zappy ain't cheap. So if I can cut out Zappy,
it'll cut it. All good. But remember this too, though, for anybody that's listening. Currently now, it's 2 cents per message. That's back and forth, going in and out. Right? If it's involved, from what I understand, if it's involved inside of a chat, or a text, then you got the double whammy, right? The 2 cents and the text cost. So think about that.
Okay.
But the good thing is they offer a $49 at your cost, a $49 a month unlimited. So I did the math, but they did the math too. It's something like 2,400 back and forth.
Is that per account?
Yeah, 2,400 messages. So think about this: 2,400 messages is about $49 worth of 2 cents of messages back and forth. Okay. So I'm telling you this to say this is that you're not. It's going to be rare you're going to come across somebody that's going to have 2,000 messages back and forth or more.
Yeah.
If you do, no big deal. We've already figured it out. Just pay for the $49 a month for that sub account, and then you can have unlimited conversational. Okay. So that covers that part. Leading up to that, though, just eat the money. Like if somebody's going to pay us $4.97 a month, we'll eat $23, $18, $36. If they got a lot of conversational messages going back and forth, I'm cool with that. Once they get over that margin, like crap, we paid, $60 last month for their conversational AI. We're going to go ahead and do the unlimited. I did talk to Chase, and he didn't confirm this, but I think at the summit they may have a package for possible unlimited, for all your sub accounts.
Sub accounts, yeah.
That would be the money. So go play with that. Anybody's watching, at least go play with the conversational side, because now you get that conversational bot thing figured out. Do your affiliate play, get some things going. You can really execute. Our goal, Adam, is to be able to scale again like we did before. And the only way we're going to do that is to rein back in and get just, 1 to 3 things and go with it.
Yeah.
We do the SWAS play like you do with some accounts, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of money, but it's a lot of work. I think it's easier to scale if you can get those $297, $497. So
yeah,
I know we talked about a lot today, man, but I appreciate you having me on. This was good stuff.
Yeah, heck yeah, bro. Appreciate your time. Drop a comment below, guys, if you have a question on this whole affiliate play. But it's good stuff, Sean. I appreciate you